there, welcome to Motorcycles and Misfits, coming to you from the Recycle Garage in so boiling hot, sunny Santa Cruz, California.
It was like 82 today.
Yeah, crazy hot.
We're dying. Yeah. I know. It's like when we complain in the winter, it's so cold, it's 52. And they mock us, and now we're like, it's so hot, it's 82. But it is. It's beyond our spectrum, and it's supposed to go up this week.
Not by much, though.
Might be 84 or 5. Central Valley's going to get hot, though. They're talking like into the
111.
Yeah.
Triple digits.
Lahore temperatures.
Oh, jeez. Hey, everyone. This is Liza, and running the board next to me, looking all dapper. It's Stumpy John.
I am. You know what? I'm 2 motorcycle more running than I started out with today, so yes.
Why are you looking at Bagel when you said that?
I always look at Bagel.
On the Classy
Bagel
Girl
makes me
couch
happy.
with big shoes to fill.
Yes. Impossibly big shoes to fill. Although my feet are probably bigger than hers. It's Neal.
Oh,
It's Neal. Exactly. Emma is still in Europe, and she will be there for a while. But with big shoes, and they are filled. It's Ray Ray.
Hey, everybody.
That was not...
That was not good enough?
No.
God damn it. All right. Hey, yo, it's me, Ray Ray.
There you go.
Sell it.
There it is. All right. And again, I always say the smartest man in the room, sitting next to the open window, ready to leap. It's Naked Jim.
Yeah, fresh air. Hey, be cool, be kind, bring firewood.
And everyone's favorite ginger, but not the only one. We had a ginger in the garage today.
Hey, hello.
But still our favorite. It's Bagel.
It is I. And Liza, what's the magic formula?
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, what is it? 3 to 10?
No, not the ratio. The formula.
Oh, D-1.
No, not that one.
N+1.
The original one.
N+1.
Yes.
Metric formula.
Oh, are you telling us you bought something?
You got
I'm
something.
puzzled.
Sort of. I don't know if you could say bought, but yeah, I guess kind of.
Oh, no.
Is it? Are you going to devalue it?
Probably not in the condition that it's in.
What did you get, Bagel?
At the scooter rally I went to this weekend, I won a 1965 Vespa All-State frame.
Oh, wow.
What?
Wow.
Came from Bisbee, Arizona, and has been sun bleached for some 40 years or
So it
so.
has proper-
Some guy's like, I got to get this shit off my ranch.
Exactly. I'm going to have a contest. They'll be glad to take it home.
Crappy prize.
Wow.
Some hippie.
And unfortunately, I didn't notice until after I put my tickets in the bucket that it had a bend in the frame.
Oh.
So
Congratulations.
Does it have a title?
Nope.
Oh.
That's what welders are for.
Yep. I've got friends.
Wow. Well,
I did see something the other day that made me think of you, Bagel. I saw an Oppie with a Hayabusa motor in it.
Oh, nice.
God.
Yep. Those are pretty hot.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, great day in the garage. Lots of people there today. People actually getting stuff done. And I wanted to talk a second about Sahib. Did I say it right? Sahib?
Mm-hmm.
Did you everyone meet Sahib?
I did.
I did, yeah.
He's a young man who called me last week and said, hi, I just took the rider training course and I'm going to be getting my license on a motorcycle soon. And I would like to come and learn about wrenching and motorcycles and everything. I'm like, come on down. And he showed up early. And I think for anyone who shows up who doesn't know really who we are, what we do, and it's like me and Jim arguing about adventure bikes in the garage. And he walks up and I just wave my hand like, I'm making a point. So just come on. Right?
What do you think?
And he comes in and then I so who are you? What's going on? And he's like, hi, I'm here to learn. Like, come on in. And I'm sure he's just looking around like just me and Jim, these two old farts just sitting in a dirty garage.
Yeah, I couldn't help baiting him, though, so I baited him. I just looked at him, and your Nikon was sitting right there, and I go, is that a motorcycle? And he goes, no. I was like, oh, here we go. But about 5 minutes later, guys, well, maybe, yeah, it is a motorcycle. So he's a good sport.
Yeah.
He was drawn to your KZ 400. He thought that was really cool. And I told him that you had a special connection to that.
Yeah. Well, he came in and with a lot of hopes and dreams that I crushed.
And a good mustache.
So he's not a Jixer writer anymore then?
No. So,
Powered by hopes and dreams.
bless his heart. I want to say, before I tell you how I crushed his dreams, he did come in and helped everybody with everything and asked questions and was here all day. It's
followed Jake around all day.
Yeah, exactly. But his first idea was so I was thinking of going up to the junkyard and just picking out a frame and a motor and some wheels and stuff and just building a bike. And I'm like, yeah, that's not how that works. I'm like, and what junkyard are you talking about?
Exactly.
He's like, oh, up the coast or something. There's a junkyard. They have cars and motorcycles.
Really?
I'm like, I'm pretty sure they banned them. You're not allowed to have them here anymore.
Do you mean Mountain Charlie Road?
Yeah, I don't know. Or was it that road that everyone shoves their unwanted cars and vehicles down in the ravine?
Which one was that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really work that way because you need titles and just trying to put all the parts together if you don't really have that experience. And he just, well, then I'm just gonna I'll buy something nice and and I'll chop it up. And I'm like, okay.
He has a lot of dreams.
Okay, here we go.
Well, I told him to get something mid 2000s or later, something with fuel injection because carburetors are.
No, I'm not afraid of that.
You are, but
well,
yeah.
He's wanting to learn. I said, so don't buy a bike and devalue it. Just don't do that. I don't care if it's a new bike or an old bike. Don't buy a bike and devalue it immediately. Buy a bike with no value. You can't go wrong. 80s and 90s cruisers.
Yeah,
nobody cares.
We found some great bikes like that for $3,500, $4,000.
Oh, $500. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Like a 700 Shadow or something like that.
Exactly. I'm like, nobody cares about them. You cannot make it any worse. But
and chop away.
But let me tell you something. Don't chop it up, weld stuff on, put a little bobber on and, high pipes and rake the front end, do all this stuff, and then think you've made something of value.
Mm-mm. Well, let's take a step back. He just passed his motorcycle safety class and has his permit. So I think the idea, he didn't know what a bobber was. So I think
he's getting the fast track.
He needs to just get something.
You were on the fast track here.
His dad rides.
Yeah. And so I'm like, but go ahead and buy something, chop it all up. Just don't think it's of value.
Yeah.
That's it. Reasonable expectation. Go ahead, chop something up, weld stupid stuff.
Yours.
Make it yours, but don't think you have made something valuable. And I started bringing up Craigslist ads. You just look at bobber. And you see, people think that, this Shadow 500 bobber is now worth, $2,200. Now marked down to $800. It's like.
No ballers. I know what I got.
Yeah. Reasonable expectation, but go ahead and chop it up. And I said.
Just put stickers on it.
Yeah, anything you want. As long as you know that you're making something for you that you will love and no one else will. That's okay. It's about the experience, right? Mm-hmm. Dig in. And I said, can't go wrong with an old Honda of any kind. They're simple. You can find parts. And then Jake shows up. I'm like, hey, Jake, did you bring an old Honda with you? He goes, boy, did I. Look what I got. And he was with Jake all day working on, it was a little, XR100?
Yeah.
Right.
They were doing wheels, and he told me with all they did. I'm like, good for you, man. He picked a good day to hang out.
Chain. I think they were diddling a carburetor at some point. So Sahib is our new guy in the garage. Lots to teach him. I'm looking forward to helping him learn this stuff. Yeah. And hopefully get a new bike. We've already got the CB500F over here that Evan has that we're trying to get him into.
That guy didn't buy it?
I thought the guy bought it last weekend.
No, guy didn't come.
Really?
Guy didn't come. John, so you got some stuff done.
I did.
You had a finicky clutch lever.
I did. It was, you had to be the Incredible Hulk to pull my a clutch lever. So tore it all apart. Well, took everything off, Trace said it was a kinked cable. So simple thing, but pain in the neck to trace. And then I put new bark busters on because everybody knows I am going to crash into something. So it's going to happen.
Usually Pakistani truck.
Exactly. So yeah. And Cooper came with his brand new KLR.
Oh, I want to talk about that for a second. First off, you got a smoking deal from our friends over at Gilroy Motorcycle Center.
And garlic.
You mean Hollister Power?
No, Gilroy.
Okay.
Gilroy Power Sports.
I think it was like 73 marked down to 5,200.
Yeah, it's such a good deal.
Because it's a 23 model and the 24s came in.
Mm.
But he had a problem with it, and I've never heard of this happen. Mm-mm. Yeah, warranty repair. The rear master cylinder blew up.
Wow.
Blew up?
Blew up, not leaked.
Like seals or like
Here's the
grenaded?
deal.
Yeah.
They found out, so there's a check valve, a one-way check valve, I guess. It was installed at the factory backwards. So stomping on the brake just threw all the pressure backwards into
the reservoir.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I bet that didn't work well. Just one? Or is it like a thing with like a couple of hundred of them?
Unless you have vacuum operated brakes or something.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He said there was brake fluid all over the brand new bike that he had to get soapy water and clean it off. But yeah, beautiful bike. And Cooper, who's your adopted son, John.
Yep.
Are you proud of him for getting a responsible
Well,
bike?
he's still got a beat up, FI, the 600 Honda sitting at home. So he's still a hooligan at heart.
I just remember, and I got a follow up from him today. Remember when he bought that, was it a Ducati Monster?
He's bought and sold so many.
So it was like rust bucket Ducati. Yeah. It had some sort of issue, and you had all the belts and everything. And I just remember going like, dude, you bought someone else's problem. And he's like, no, I can do this. I'm like, I don't think you understand how expensive repairs can be on a performance bike like a Ducati. And this one, you're already like, there's so much to work on. He's no, I can do it. And then he ended up selling it. And he's like, yeah, this is over. I'm over my head. He sold it to a dude from the city who apparently is a mechanic who works on Ducatis. Who's like, yeah, I can fix this. And he said he saw it on Craigslist like 6 months later. And he called the guy and he's like, hey, what happened? He goes, I'm giving up on this turn.
Oh, man.
Damn.
I know.
Reminds me of that great deal KTM you were telling me about, Liza.
Yeah, that 990.
With the electrical issues.
I might still get it. You never know.
Yeah, you totally should.
Yeah, I know. Hey, we have a guest coming on in a few minutes, but I wanted to play a quick game. We're going to try out, okay? So, Micah had to run to the automotive store because Charlie was putting on the new spark plugs, and his spark plugs didn't come with that little screw-on cap on the top, but his bike needs it for the spark plug cap to fit.
Well, it's worse than that. It's a coil on plug type.
Yeah.
So no changing the
so you can't even change the boot.
Yeah.
So we were like foraging through the garage. We found 3 of those little caps around the garage. He needed 4. So I was like, well, I'm just going to send Micah up to the automotive store just to buy a spark plug and just take it off of the $5, just whatever. He can move on. So I thought, you know what? Let's come up with a game. We're going to go around the room one at a time, and you have to list something you can buy for your bike at the automotive store. So not a tool and not something like fuzzy dice, but something that goes on the bike and stays on the bike. If you can't think of something within like 10 seconds, you're out. We'll just keep going, okay? So I will say you can buy for your bike a spark plug screw-on little cap.
That's not fair.
I'm starting the game. John, what can you buy for your bike?
Fuel stabilizer.
Okay, fair enough.
Headlamp lit bulb. It's a standard automotive type.
Very, very good. All right, Ray.
Mousse for the tires.
Moose?
You mean like Fix-A-Flat?
Yeah.
Not a moose.
Slime.
Well, I mean the slime thing.
Slime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slime.
Okay, I'll accept that. All right, Jim.
Fuses.
Very good. Okay, I will go with a oil filter. Oh, sorry. Bagel.
Yes.
Do you want to steal?
I was going to say motor oil if you do not have a wet clutch.
Okay. So I'll go with an oil filter. John.
Fuel line.
Ooh, good one.
Let's see. Bungee cords? Does that count?
Okay. I'll give it.
Brake fluid.
Very good.
Did you say spark plugs themselves or just the caps?
I just said the little cap.
Spark plugs.
Okay. Bagel.
Would carb cleaner count?
I'm going to say that qualifies as a tool, not as something that goes.
Okay,
on
so
the
you're
bike.
an actual part for the
Well-
bike. Okay, then grease.
All right. Very
Yeah.
good. I will go with a valve stem cap.
Damn it, I was gonna
John,
say
you got
that.
some stuff done.
We didn't go around the room and introduce ourselves, but all right.
Oh, gosh,
Tire
you're
plug,
right.
Yeah.
Ooh, good one.
That's a tool.
Oh, that is a tool.
No, no.
well,
That
it's
is a tool.
It
That,
becomes
that is
part
a
of the
tool.
bike.
That is a
No.
tool.
It is a
Well, then
part
so
two,
is
though.
slime. Then
Yeah, then so is
slime.
slime. Yeah.
It's
Okay, the
but-
plug, tire
Hold on,
plugs.
technicality, it does become part of the bike,
Yeah, so
right?
I will say the
It
tire
does, yeah.
plugs.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Thank you,
It's a
Bagel.
part. Yep.
Okay. Those little convex mirrors that you stick on wide angle.
Okay.
You stick them on your rear views.
I was gonna say valve stem. Okay, valve cap.
I said the valve
You
cap.
said valve stem.
No, I said the valve stem cap.
Oh, then the valve stem.
Can you buy a valve stem at the
Yeah.
automotive store?
Yeah, you can for a tubeless
A good one,
tire.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Not a good one.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Jim.
I keep thinking of them, and then I forget them immediately.
I know,
Did we
I
say
know.
fuel filter? I said you said oil filter. Fuel filter.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Bagel.
Sheepskin seat cover.
Oh.
For a motorcycle?
Yeah, how's that gonna?
I see them on BMW.
You
so
can
those
cut
old
it to
adventure
fit.
bikes.
Okay. I will go with an auxiliary light, like a fog light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Muffler wrap.
Ooh, good
Yeah.
one.
Well, if you guys have seen Repo Man, you can put a little tree air freshener on the.
No,
Grasping at straws.
no.
I don't know. Sorry, I did that. Accessory lights. Chain lube. You can buy Chain Saver, the DuPont stuff, usually in auto parts store.
Okay, I'll give it to you because that does stay like a chain wax. Okay.
Right. Or you,
No,
some-
no, you-
okay, so I got
okay.
that one. I got another
Okay.
one, but I'll wait till.
All right, great.
Rear brake light, like the bulb.
He's already said
Yeah,
bulb.
said front bulb.
Headlight.
Oh,
an H7.
headlight bulb. Okay. Jim.
I'm starting to dig now. Phone mount.
What?
A phone mount.
You can buy a handlebar. For
Oh,
A phone mount for your car
Yeah.
or for your
Quad lock.
for your bike.
Okay. Bagel.
Digging in the barrel now.
Man, I had something I forgot about what it was.
Oh.
Shoot.
I know I'm like walking up and down the aisle.
Yeah.
All right. Bagel's out. All right.
all
So we
right.
got headlight bulb, taillight bulb, turn signal
Yeah,
bulb.
I did next.
Chrome polish.
That doesn't. That's not a part of the bike, though.
If you rub it on, it stays on.
But then you rub it off.
No, it's polished.
No,
Wax on,
then
wax
you
it
rub it
off.
off. It doesn't stay on the bike.
That's not fair.
Chain wax stays on the bike.
I will say. All right, I'm out.
All right.
I've often found that you can find a power sports battery at an auto parts store. So battery.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's good. That's good. You stole my thing. A jet needle for the carburetor.
I don't think they have
You don't
motorcycle
think they'll
jet
have
needles.
motorcycle-
Oh, I've got something.
You're out.
I know, but I have something.
You're out.
Can I text it to Jim maybe if he wants one?
I got plenty.
7.
I got like a whole bunch more.
4.
Steel braided lines for the brakes.
Oh.
Damn
I
it.
have to verify.
Okay, Jim, it's you and me.
Zip ties.
Very good.
That
Okay.
was
Wait.
obvious.
That doesn't.
Yes.
That's a tool.
Absolutely.
That's
It's
a tool.
not.
A
It's
zip
not.
tie stays on the bike to hold your cables in place, right?
Yes, it does.
It's a tool.
That's a part.
It's
part.
They come from the factory. Okay, so I have many things I can say.
Really?
Well, that's because you
And-
made the
yeah.
game up like
No, I
hours
just
ago.
thought of them.
Yeah, and who used to
Hold
work in a
on,
hardware?
hold on,
Yeah, who worked in
hold
a
on,
hardware store.
because once I say one thing, it's
It'll
going to go
unleash.
down a rabbit hole, which we're going to end this pretty soon.
Okay.
But I will give you this one: electrical tape,
Okay, I'll accept that. Safety wire.
solder.
You don't want to solder connections on a motorcycle.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, if you need to repair
But
wires, you
crimp
do.
connectors.
You're not in the game.
I know.
Should we limit? It's okay.
Come on.
That's another,
A whole
that's
bunch
another
of
part.
things.
Then.
I was going to say the those plastic shrink wrap solder connectors.
Yep. Wire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The nuts and bolts to connect a battery cable.
I don't think they sell
I know. I kind of made
that
that one up. I was thinking of a terminal, like for a car, but it doesn't really work. I was just trying to make it. Okay. Blinker fluid.
What?
Your turn. What? I just said one. Oh, I thought that was legitimate. Okay.
No, I'm glad that because I ran out of stuff. I'm like, we can go down electrical connectors forever. A bullet connector, electric spade,
Yeah,
a
that's
spade connector.
Well, I thought about like fasteners, and that's also kind of a finicky one if you start talking about fasteners.
Yeah.
I thought about valve shims.
Good game, though.
Hoses.
I thought of another one.
Hose
Coolant.
clamp.
Oh, hose clamp would have
Hoses
been a good
and-
one.
yeah.
Okay, now free for all. Just shout them out.
Valve shims.
Coolant.
Oh, good one. Oh,
Cool.
valve shims?
Good
You can
one.
get valve shims there?
Yeah.
Valve shims at an auto parts store.
You got to shim cars too if you do the valves.
Not the
Not
same.
for the last 70 years.
Well, maybe I'm buying a 7-year-old.
Do they sell those in regular auto parts stores, though?
Whatever. Okay. Rebar.
What?
For John's kickstand.
So basically, this opens us up to an email opportunity. What did we miss? What can you get at an automotive store that's a common item used on a motorcycle that isn't like WD-40, you know, that
I'm
kind
sure
of stuff?
people are pulling their hair out because there's
Brake
things
pads?
we did not think about.
No. And we said brake fluid.
I think Bagel mentioned
And we
one
said-
type of oil, but you could also have done a straight motorcycle oil. Because he mentioned
Yeah, they do sell motorcycle
They do
oil.
sell motorcycle oils,
Exactly.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, hey, let us know what we missed. Now, I'm racking my brain. Send an email to motorcyclesandmisfits@gmail.com. Let's keep the game going with all you listeners and see if you can think of something. I'm racking my brain, and I'm like,
Spring for the kickstand.
I like going up and down the aisles.
I
in the
know,
store,
I
like,
know, I know. So, I wanted to. Let's start touching.
Gasket material.
Oh, nice.
You had that one earlier too.
That's a good one.
You had that one earlier. All right, so let's try. I want to try a new segment. This one, I'm going to say I don't know where it's going. All right,
All right.
because I don't know what's in there, but we are about to find out. This segment is called "What's in Neal's Noodle." Neal,
I think he's taking it out. Watch out, Ray. Watch out, Ray.
Jesus.
Excuse me while I...
we were pitching topic ideas, and Neal had a topic he pitched, and I'm like, huh. All right. Don't know where this will go. Let's find out. Neal, what's in your noodle?
Okay, so what started me on this little rabbit hole was the notion that motorcyclists tend to be or people who are neurodivergent. You know, they're on the autism spectrum somehow, or they're ADD, ADHD, tend to be drawn to motorcycling, and they get something out of the out of it that they don't necessarily get by doing other things. And Micah made an interesting point. Is one thing they get out of it is dopamine. They get that dopamine rush. So that's something to chew on for the future. Is, do people on the spectrum tend to be overrepresented amongst motorcycle people, or is that a fantasy of mine in my Noodle?
Well, I'm looking around the room, and I think everybody's on the spectrum
Did
here.
you read that on WebMD one time?
So can you, for our listeners, explain exactly what neurodivergent means?
Okay, neurodivergent as a neurodivergent person is somebody who's been diagnosed with some kind of a different neural makeup, in that they process information differently than so-called neurotypical people. So, for example, autistic people tend to be more sensitive to their surroundings, tend to value repetition and patterns more, and tend to be able to hyper-focus compared to neurotypicals who don't have those tendencies. They tend to be more flexible in how they approach things and don't tend to hyper-focus like that.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
So we're talking about
Oh, no.
so neurotypical versus neurodivergent.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I fall in that, but
Well,
I'm on the ADD scale.
Why are you thinking this? Of all things,
Yeah.
swimming around in Neal's Noodle.
I mean,
he's
why does
noodling
this-
now, you're
Why
saying.
does this rhyme?
He's
Why
noodling
would you
about
say
noodles.
that?
So
Why would you say that?
So I'm fairly old, right? I'm 64 years old. So I was diagnosed with having autism when I was about 3 years old. So very early in the history of that diagnosis, kind of on the vanguard of that,
Interesting.
recognizing that as a difference and actually getting support for that. But when I was a kid, I was, had a lot of the typical things, hyperfocus. I could read when I was 3 years old. I was fascinated by spinning objects, which leads me to the things that attracted me to motorcycles, even at a very early age. Is, whoa, wheels, they spin, spinny things,
Engines.
engines, things like that.
How does adrenaline affect?
Well, for autism people, it's a little different. It's more about the focus.
Okay.
So when I'm writing, I'm able to really close down all my other thoughts, which tend to be, hyper-focused on other things, and I focus on my ride. So I'm focused on what's ahead. I'm focused on what I'm feeling with the bike. I'm focused on, ways out of danger and scanning around and that kind of thing. And so that feeds into, the way my brain works as far as, being able to use that focus to keep me safe and enjoy my ride.
Well, sort of the same reason why I think PTSD folks, like riding as a type of therapy. It's because of the same reasons, because it gets rid of all the voices and then helps you focus on what you're actually doing.
Ray, do you have voices?
I do have voices.
Oh.
Well, I'm curious to follow up on John's question because Liza has some. It reminds me of something Liza's had. So if you do get it, well, no, I mean I'm talking
I took
about
medicine. I'm better now.
Yeah, no. Well, it has to do with adrenaline. Because I've been with Liza when we're riding in dirt. Typically, it's not Liza's sweet spot, but she charges it. But when the adrenaline kicks in with Liza, she like chills the fuck out. Like
Interesting.
Oddly
I don't like
calm.
adrenaline.
But so I'm curious how when you get or do you get adrenaline kind of dump?
Oh, sure,
occasionally?
absolutely.
And does that affect how does that?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if I had a potential for drug addiction, it would probably be to amphetamines, honestly. And I've managed to stay away from them, but I've had some experience with them, and they're fun.
Oh, interesting.
What's the interaction between adrenaline and dopamine? Do you know?
That's beyond my wheelhouse. That's
Because you're going to get that
It's like a Red Bull and vodka.
I think dopamine is
drinking
more
whiskey while you're
the
smoking a
pleasure,
joint.
sort of the pleasure centers, and then adrenaline is more like the flight or fight kind of.
Sure.
But you can see them feed into one another. Anyway, we're getting
absolutely.
off topic a little bit.
Well, and just comment what you were saying about
it's a risk reward. So you're getting the adrenaline risk and you're getting the dopamine reward.
see.
Interesting.
I don't get the adrenaline. I think bad decisions are made when they're fueled by adrenaline.
Well, how did you feel when you almost got decapitated by the excavator in Pakistan on your last trip? Was that your chill out adrenaline, or was that your like I feel like I'm playing slots in Vegas adrenaline?
Yeah, it was joy, just pure joy.
Interesting. Okay,
I've had an experience like that when I tagged a boulder. I talked about this when I rode the VC Virginia City Grand Prix and tagged a boulder at 60 miles an hour, and it's like all over the back and forth over the trail, and then into the rough stuff off the side with the lava rocks, and I saved it.
Wow,
and that was like. I didn't die. I survived this, and it was an incredible high from that.
Wow. No, I think I am. It sounds weird, but allergic to adrenaline. It makes me feel ill. I don't like the feeling. For me, Jim, everything to me is calculated. Mm-hmm. It's not like like I am completely in control, and everything is calculated, and that's why when I am like. Really focused when we're riding, my breathing comes way down, and you're like I have to like communicate to you like I'm good because I seem somewhat lethargic.
Well, I'm like, are you like especially dirt bike? I'm like, are you having fun? And you're like, yeah, I'm just
For me, I have to. I bring it all down, and my heart rate goes down, and my breathing goes down for me to focus.
You enter a flow state.
Sure.
Yeah. So I feel the same way when I'm riding, and I'm riding in really hitting my apexes and doing my curves and riding dirt bikes too. When I feel like I'm riding well and, really enjoying the bike and being in that moment, and I enter that flow state.
So I'm curious, you brought up neurodivergence, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously a broad term, right? Encompasses a lot.
I'm probably murdering it. I'm sure I'll hear from my therapist wife later.
No, you're not. It's a term I just came across recently, so I had to explore it a little bit. And I think it's good that we refine our terminology as it relates to things like this, because there's still so much unknown. But I'm curious, you brought this up. So what other, in a neurodivergent sense, for you personally, spinning wheels or the ability to focus. What do you think are some other attributes motorcycling allows people with neurodiversity? Like, what do you, like, because you could nerd out on a schematic, or you could, I don't know, because like people's brains, everyone's so different. But what are some of the other things you think, if not you, other people?
I think it's the way to create an identity for yourself that, because one of the things for autism people in particular, they have a hard time reading people, reading their emotions. Mm-hmm. They can't tell whether somebody is being honest with them.
Okay.
And so if you're on a motor, if your identity is as a motorcyclist, you're presenting yourself and putting yourself out there as a motorcyclist, whoever's relating to you on that level, is going to be genuinely interested in you. So that kind of takes away that risk that somebody isn't really engaging you or not interested in you, that they're just kind of playing along or something like that.
Sounds like it's grounding almost, like it gives you something to kind of ground into.
Yeah.
That identity.
I mean, it begs the bigger question of why do we ride? And I don't know if we've ever discussed that or not, but...
Can't afford a car.
I can't afford to fix my car. That's part of the problem right now.
So I'm just doing some quick Google research, and I found an interesting comment that says a person with autism has said that riding a motorcycle can help them feel connected to others without needing to use social skills.
That's what you're saying.
That's
what I was just saying, yeah.
And I can kind of relate to that and I know that when I describe how I ride, it may sound dangerous, but maybe some of you experience it. I like to ride kind of close to the rider in front of me because I feel like there's a tether. When I get within a certain distance, I feel connected to them. I feel like I can hear their engine. I can see their body language, and I feel like I know what they're doing and I'm tethered to them. But if I have a larger distance between us, then I don't feel that connection. I don't know what they're doing. So some people are like, they don't like it because I ride on their ass. But to me, I feel so connected and flow, and I know exactly what they're doing. So I can understand that connection. Does that, Neal, sound at all like what you experience?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just share for contrast what the National Institute of Health comments in one aspect of neurodivergence? Adults with ADHD may be distracted by the slightest stimuli, take impulsive decisions in the case of writing behaviors, and be prone to multiple and severe injuries. Indicate that writers with adult ADHD show a high level of inattention in a writing test, which I find strikingly incorrect as a statement.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
That doesn't track.
But that's a public health perception of motorcycle and writing. I just thought that was interesting because we're all like, yeah, you focus and this, that, and...
So I can tell you, so I don't have ADHD, but I have ADD. And for me, there's pros and cons to it. I feel like when I'm writing that I have more of a hyper awareness of everything around me, not just what's in front of me, but everything around me.
And then you get bored and you start fidgeting with things. I see you do it all the time.
Yeah. But I can't focus to save my life on what's in front of me. So in situations where I've done track days where you need to be on the track, you need to be super focused. You don't worry about what's around you. You're worried about you, the bike, and this next turn, and then the next turn, and your position. And then, I want steak for dinner tonight. I wonder if I passed a steak. Oh shit, I'm in a chicane. That's how my thoughts are. And I've done track days where I have to get off the track because I can't stay focused on my task. I start to sing songs or like make a chore list.
Yeah, or you'll start using your throttle with your left hand.
Oh, stop.
I see you do all this stuff. That's funny, but it's not an issue, right? So it's funny.
No, but that's why I don't do track days, and that because I can't.
How is that different than riding on the street for you, though? I mean, it's still, you need the same type of focus.
No, riding on the street, I have an awareness of everything around me, which is an advantage. Riding on the track, where you have to be super focused on what's right in front of you, what's next, I can't do that.
Your braking point, trail braking through, your apex, getting straightened up, getting out.
I can't do that. Bagel?
Planning for the next.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to mention a few other things as well. Well, first, I wanted to say that I am also autistic, in case nobody happens to know that.
Represent.
And one of the things that is very common for autistic people is the pattern recognition is a very it's a very tend to have a very keen sense for that. And in terms of group writing, when you're writing in a group with other people, you can read what everyone else is doing just by very slight movements and what they're doing with their bodies and the bikes. And you read the road, you read, the conditions around you and everything. And it's like you're taking all this information in and recognizing what it all means, basically, because you're, as an experienced rider, you get to know, if there's some wetness in the road, you want to slow down a little bit, so you don't hit it too hard and maybe slide out, or if there's gravel or rough section or something.
Needles, yeah,
exactly. And the more experience you get, you learn these patterns in the road and in the way riders ride, and you get to read them. So it's almost like a form of communication, which is not verbal in any way. But it's like reading body language and, if you want to call it, road language even. So I think in that sense, people who are autistic can be very, very highly attuned to everything that you need to be paying attention to while riding.
It's a superpower.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Some might call it that.
Well, I'm curious, like if you look at top level riders, to what extent might they, be embracing something similar?
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Another thing I wanted to mention, though, too, is that autism is, as they say, a spectrum, and in terms of riding motorcycles, it's in most cases going to be people who are considered low support needs autistic people who can live independent lives and function reasonably well in everyday life, and get driver's license, pass driver's tests, and things like that. There are a lot of autistic people who are high support needs, who do have very fundamental struggles in everyday life. So I just want to recognize that there's a whole wide range of people on that autistic spectrum, which is, so not everything applies to every type of autistic person, but there is a large cohort of autistic people who I think definitely gravitate towards motorcycles and scooters. I know quite quite a number of autistic people in the scooter community too.
Right. So as an autistic person, do you ever encounter parents who have an autistic child who are curious about you and your experience and how you were able to gain function and move forward?
I haven't really come across that because, I was only diagnosed just recently. So I haven't really had a chance to interact with a whole lot of people in different areas of autism yet. But I have heard about that.
I've had that happen like half a dozen times in my lifetime. As I'll meet some parents, as, oh yes, our son or our daughter has autism. Would you like to talk with us about it? Would you like to meet our child? This kind of thing. What helped you? How did you break out of your shell, so to speak, and this kind of thing? And the sad thing is, there is no answer. There's nothing I can really offer.
So I have a question.
Every case is different.
So you said that you think that there's a prevalence of motorcycle riders and autistic people.
I would say we're overrepresented amongst.
Do you have any stats? Or
no, I'm sorry.
I'm just. What are you basing that on? Because
we're like probably at least with you guys 30% in the room right now.
Yeah.
So
wait, I'm not autistic.
I wasn't looking at you.
Oh, who else is autistic?
There's 6 of us, and there's 2.
He just called me autistic, I think.
Well, no, but I'm ADD. Ray, do you consider yourself neurodivergent?
No, but I do have PTSD. So
see, that's what I was gonna bring up. So I think I've got PTSD too from different stuff, and I think it's funny how I have 2 different reactions when I'm street riding. It's more of a Zen state immediately right there, which kind of creates that. It just calms my mind.
It creates that peace.
Yes. When I'm riding dirt, it's so physically demanding that I have to be just really focused on that. And then the peace state comes afterwards because of sort of the mix of like emotional, psychological and physical, stress or good stress on my body.
Hey, John.
Yep.
Can you show me on the Evel Knievel doll where the bad man touched you?
Really? Give me your hand. I'll just show you right now. So, and that was Ray when we were in Pakistan. I was good until I had to stay with him.
You didn't seem to mind it back then.
Oh, I loved
it.
So while I was diving down this rat hole, I came across, I don't know, this looks like a very flaky reference, but the title of this article is called "The Cat Parasite That Sells Motorcycles."
Oh, wait, what?
So the premise is that people who have Toxoplasma gondii in the brain, the same thing that turns you into a crazy cat person, tends to make you into a motorcyclist.
Okay, hold on.
So you said,
does everyone know what this is? So this is the same one that is in
it's in mice and rats.
Yeah.
And so they contract this from fleas.
It's a parasite.
So if you've been in the garage in the last 2 years, you definitely have this.
So what it does to the brain in mice is makes them less afraid of cats in particular. So then the cats eat the mice. The cats get the parasite.
And you get suicidal cats.
And their fleas. So it's the cycle is completed because the cats have fleas, and the fleas fall off the cats. They get on the mice. And so on. So that's how it propagates.
Wow.
But also pregnant women get it.
Yes. So
what are we talking about?
Yes,
it's
exactly.
a parasite.
It's a parasite. It's a mind-controlling parasite in animals and humans. So how does this relate?
So I'll read just the intro paragraph. So the protozoa Toxoplasma gondii makes an unobtrusive home in nearly every warm-blooded species, but its prolific life is limited. Toxo can only reproduce in cat stomachs. This parasite, which causes mild to non-existent flu-like symptoms, has a clever trick to make sure it winds up where it wants to be. Toxo-infected rats are completely healthy but abnormally attracted to cat urine and more active than normal. A more outgoing, less fearful rat makes it an easy snack for a cat. So far, so good for the parasite survival strategy, but there's a catch for us. Toxoplasma messes with human brain chemistry in much the same way as it does with rodents. So if it makes us less fearful, doesn't that come with being a motorcyclist? Is being more open to risk taking? And
maybe I should start rubbing up against rats.
Could be,
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying that we have this disease?
Wait, hold on. You know who has it? Mike. We were at Mike's house yesterday.
There were rats?
No, but he now has about 20 motorcycles.
He's got a few bikes, yeah.
All in his garage on display.
They must have fleas on them.
Wow.
I'm wondering if he has this. How do we test for this?
I guess they can screen for it. Again, not in my wheelhouse, but
so I have something interesting to share. I've been doing a little research too.
One little tidbit is they say the effects are sex dependent. Oh. Toxo makes men more distrustful of authority, more jealous, and less likely to engage in rule bending and breaking, and more likely to engage in rule bending and breaking. Male motorcyclists are disproportionately affected.
Wow, screwed.
Would that be considered spirited riding?
Yeah. And this is kind of a
infected
grim
riding.
note. In a perverse twist, motorcyclists of either sex who have T. gondii are 3 to 4 times more likely to die in car accidents, either from their increased disregard of the speed limit or because the parasite wears down reaction times. So
why are we not talking about this? This sounds like a nationwide epidemic. Oh my God.
That's not a very good survival strategy for the parasite.
Yeah.
Makes your host die.
So the women get
it's a zombie. It's called like the zombie parasite. Right?
Kind of, yeah. So women get the sweeter half of the brain parasite. Women harboring T. gondii are considered by others to be more cheerful, warm-hearted, and sexually attractive.
That describes me to a T.
Yeah, I know.
Liza, you got it. You want to go to the doctor right now. John, give her the Heimlich maneuver.
So anyway, so what's in Neal's noodle? Hopefully not cat.
I don't know why. I don't know why we opened that Pandora's box.
I'm not done with Neal's noodles. So something I was thinking about. Y'all started this. So back to the risk reward thing. Something I think we enjoy about motorcycles, and I'm curious if it's even more so about your experience, is we like the risk, right? There's so many rules in society, right? We're boxed in everywhere. Do this, don't do that, stay safe, don't get hurt, all this kind of stuff. Do you think there's something about the risk involved, which is being on a bike, that gives you a dopamine effect where it's hard to get in other places in society?
No, I think
risk versus reward.
Yeah, except that massage place down on Ocean.
That's risk versus reward for sure.
But is there a happy ending?
Yeah, but if you get a really big dopamine reward from riding, you're going to be willing to take some risks to get that, I would think, logically.
So another aspect of it is I think people who tend to get depressed, who struggle with depression, look for dopamine highs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's a significant overlap between people who struggle with that particular challenge and riding.
So you self-medicate with motorcycles?
Pretty much.
Or alcohol.
I should do heroin, be a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So I was doing a little research, neurodivergence in motorcyclists. And, sometimes Google it's the gift that keeps giving, right?
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but this came up in the similar to category. Do motorcyclists have erectile dysfunction? I have an answer to this. There was a study. In motorcyclists with or without chronic diseases, the prevalences of ED were 67% and 70% respectively.
Was that like more or less if you're on a bike?
No, in motorcyclists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With or without chronic diseases.
Oh, like 60 to 70% of people?
67 with chronic diseases, 70% without chronic diseases.
What?
And what age cohort?
So I have not read the entire article. I read the highlighted part. I found this fascinating because now there's so many questions.
I've called bullshit.
And
how
does that compare
I've seen
to the
Ray
regular
it's like
population?
blue steel.
Let's do a survey. How many of you have ED
So
problems?
I was going to say, since 50% of us are neurodivergent, let's see how many percentage in the room have ED. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
What? Liza's are like waiting for proof or something.
Well, I was just saying. I
She's
found
not
that
gonna believe us. We're gonna have to
interesting.
demonstrate.
Yeah.
Well, Neal, now this is something we're going to have to save for another time.
It's like a whole nother topic.
What's in Neal's noodle? Because
I have so many random thoughts.
exactly,
I go to
This
down
is
so many
like-
but well
rabbit holes.
developed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
this is like the superpower. Like, we're going to have to go down. We're definitely going to have to go down this rabbit hole again sometime. But it's time for another game. So this game, I don't know how this game is going to work, but I'm going to try and try it out and hope it works. This game, and I get to play with all of y'all, is called How Many Miles Did Bagel Ride Today? So Bagel, you're going to give us just some brief information about
today or this weekend.
Well, I was going to say this weekend.
this weekend. Okay, how many miles did Bagel ride this weekend? So, Bagel, just give us a little synopsis of your weekend, and we're going to go around the room and
Okay.
try and guess and see who got
closest
the
without going
closest, and the winner gets a bent frame.
Okay, so
All right.
get
A
bent.
non-titled bed frame.
So you too can get bent.
All right, give us a little synopsis.
Yes. So this weekend, I rode my GTS 300 up to the Inland Invasion Scooter Rally that was put on by the
No
2%
Googling.
Scooter Club. And
This is what a GTS 300 looks like.
and we
Mine outside.
Okay,
Yeah, it was a camp out rally up the mountain above Coeur d'Alene, Lake Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene. Wait, what
Idaho?
state is
Idaho?
that in?
Coeur d'Alene,
Idaho.
Idaho.
Idaho. Okay,
Yep.
Idaho. Okay.
Yep.
Mm.
And the rally started on Thursday evening. So I rode up on Thursday. Friday we had a long ride out to a little town called
So
Avery,
we're
and
counting Thursday and Friday in your miles.
yeah. This is all the miles that I rode since I left home.
So
and just got
Thursday,
back.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And Sunday. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So we rode out to Avery and then stopped by Calder on the way back. Nice long 100+ mile ride on Friday. On Saturday, we did another long ride up to Coeur d'Alene and back through some twisty, windy mountain roads. And then on Sunday, I rode back home from Idaho in one day.
Okay. Before we give our guesses, we're going to go around. Everyone gets to ask him one question. And that question cannot be how many miles did you ride?
Damn it.
So you got a question?
How many hours did it take you to get to Coeur d'Alene?
Oh, good question.
How many hours did it take me to get to Coeur d'Alene?
From the rally?
From his house.
From my house.
From your house?
Eugene.
I left at 7:45 in the morning, and I arrived at I want to say about 8:30 or so in the evening.
Jesus.
So 13 hours.
About 8:30.
It's a long day.
Yeah, about
Average
that.
speed like 37,
Almost 13.
38 miles an hour.
Yeah, what's that?
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Just kidding.
What was the smallest displacement scooter on this group ride?
That's a good question. I think they were probably all 200s. I don't think there was anything smaller than a 200. I think.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
On the group ride, how many meals did you stop for?
Good question.
Well, we stopped for one meal on the Friday ride, and then we stopped for a meal on the Saturday ride.
Okay.
So how many tanks of gas did you buy?
Oh, good question.
Wow. Can you give me a few minutes to go count my receipts?
No, just make a guess.
Ballpark.
I'm gonna guess it's probably about 14
Ooh.
Phillips.
14?
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
15 Phillips.
Ooh,
14
good
Phillips?
question.
Now they weren't all filled up from empty because there's sometimes some were topping off. So because there were some remote areas, so we had to make sure I had a full tank.
Oh, I know the question to ask, but
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
I'll give
what
you
it
my
is.
turn.
No. You have to come up with it. Read my mind. It's related to that question, but it's
Which question?
that the last question asked. It's related to that, but
tank gas.
go another step.
Oh, yeah. What was the cost of all the fill-ups?
Again, I'd have to count up the receipts. I have no idea.
All right.
Okay.
And the prices varied widely. The prices varied widely, so it wouldn't really make any difference.
Okay, I'm going to write down. So,
I have a guess.
If you're too high, you lose or something. It's like Price is Right. What are we doing?
No, just closest.
Okay.
Closest gets the bed frame. I am going to say 1,349.
I'm going to say 1,750.
That's what I was going to. I like that one.
Neal?
Anyone else?
2,200.
Ooh.
There were some long hauls in there.
1,550.
Oh, okay.
1,800.
1,800. Okay.
All right.
Bagel, how many miles did you do this weekend?
Well, I feel very it warms my heart to have the confidence that you all give me of riding so many miles. But I only rode 1,303 miles this weekend.
Oh, damn
so
it!
Liza, you
won.
were closest. You won. you were off by only 46 miles.
Wow.
Good for you.
You can bring the frame with you when you come here.
That's exactly what she needs.
Just mail it COD.
I guessed like 500 there, 500 back with some rides in between.
Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah, it was 540 there each way,
Okay.
there and back. And about, a couple hundred miles of riding there, I would say.
Wow. Well, thank you. I won the worst game ever.
That's a good trip. And beautiful country, by the way. Huh, Bagel? Was it freaking amazing?
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, just the scenery is phenomenal. We were just riding along, rivers with trees and mountains on both sides. And yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, I could spend a lot of time in Idaho.
We got a little bit of rain on Saturday night, but that was it. And might have been a few sprinkles that afternoon, but yeah, nothing.
We almost have
to
worry about snow. I don't know what elevation you were at, but it's still not out of the realm of possibility.
No, it was only about 2,500 feet there, and it wasn't. The weather was beautiful, actually. It was just perfect. Like it was like 70s and mostly sunny, pretty much all weekend. So it was a gorgeous weekend.
Beautiful.
Yep, and also I did win the furthest ridden award. So that was cool.
What was that? Another frame?
It was a
bent rim.
A wooden plaque. But that bent rim would be a good one.
Now I'm just thinking of all the crap we can give away in contests.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
That trophy I won at the rally. I have to glue it back again.
That wasn't my trophy, I hope. Henry got one of mine. Anyway.
So, at this point, I'm going to say, so we had a guest scheduled who I think isn't making it. So now we're just riffing. But this is why I pointed to John, because John's got a little list of topics for just such an emergency. Break glass. John, do you have a topic? We won't go too long.
Break glass
because we've
moment.
got a couple minutes.
So,
but what do you want to talk about?
I was thinking the other day about different motorcycle manufacturers
Okay,
and the different cultures in each of the type of motorcycles or brands.
Yeah.
And who they and what type of riders would go towards certain brands. Now, the easy one would be Harley, but we won't start there. Let's start with
Brother.
Let's start with KTM.
Oh.
So who is your typical KTM rider? What in your mind?
It's one of those like little skate
Sophisticated.
groms. Sophisticated? I was thinking like a skate grom you see down like at the beach. Like troublemaker, likes to go fast.
Maybe that depends on the KTM.
True.
I'm gonna say that you may find two-stroke man on a KTM. Two-stroke man who's got a sandwich in his pocket.
A two-stroke KTM, yeah.
And he may be just wearing like a t-shirt or a button-down shirt.
Well, the one mandatory piece of equipment for two-stroke man is cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots.
Yeah. Usually a plaid shirt and Wranglers.
I think
Never Levi's.
Because
Wranglers.
there's a lot of different KTMs, but KTM is very well known for their dirt bikes and two-stroke. So I'm going to say two-stroke man.
I think KTM riders are slightly more stuck up than BMW riders because they think they have a better motorcycle.
Okay, Raymond, shots fired here. How does this even? Ray has a KTM and a BMW.
I know. Puts me in a very tough
Ray,
position.
I will say you to me fit the stereotype of a BMW rider. You just slumming it with your KTM.
No, okay.
He's accepting that.
I mean, I have a longer history with the BMW for sure, but I went from BMW to KTM for 10 years, then back to BMW. So I think the BMW riders are more stuck up, I think. And the KTM riders are more of the ones who were like hardcore dirt bikers in their youth and now have moved up to a bigger bike, and they still want to be doing the shenanigans off-road.
Okay,
so
now
here's a test. Do they wave?
So, and I just want to preface this by saying we know that there are cool and wonderful people on all types of bikes, but we're boiling it down to the stereotype.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
And so I'm just going to say that I think when you say BMW, you think of the dentist going to Starbucks.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
Or the Harley rider. I mean,
Yeah, and going with all their gear on, going through like a 3-inch water crossing. You know what I mean?
All the gear and $8,000 in clear water lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a 3-inch water crossing.
And who stand up like going on an asphalt road, not because they're tired, but just to show up that they can stand up.
So that's part of the whole ADV orthodoxy of standing up all the time.
Yeah.
But if we're just describing
makes no sense, but
the stereotype.
But it is a stereotype because there's times on 17, and it's not like I ride slow over 17, but plenty of times a GS rider just goes right past me like it's nothing.
Standing up,
So,
right?
yeah, standing up. So, like I said, there's all sorts of types. But
Okay, what is a stereotype of a Kawasaki rider?
Oh, God.
See,
Hayabusa Light. I don't know.
No, that's
Kawasaki.
Suzuki.
Well, I know it's a Suzuki, but I'm thinking the Light.
Okay,
a
well,
ZX10
The light
H2
version.
person,
Yes.
a speed junkie for sure.
yeah, same with all the ninjas.
Yeah.
Like the ninjas.
No, there'll be the Jixers, too.
No, but
Well, that's
but
the
the
layer of
ninjas. I'm going to say
squiggliness there.
squids.
Yeah.
Squids
The
on
squids.
Does Kawasaki have more
on
squids
ninjas.
than
yeah,
I don't
more
think
of a
so.
Jixers.
I agree with that.
Well, just because of the
Ninjas have been around since the 80s.
I think the Jixers are a higher class squid than your typical.
I'm just
ninja
saying, if you're
rider.
talking about the stereotype.
Depends on the Jixer.
True.
I'm just going to say, when you say Kawasaki, I think of a ninja squid. That's it.
See, it was different growing up because the Kawasaki had the triples and the KZs, so they were the fast bikes. It was always like the
Eddie
racer
Lawson.
wannabes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not. I mean, I love Kawasaki's, but it's not that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, what about modern Triumphs?
I think distinguished gentleman's ride.
Yeah, hipster.
Again, kind of
Hipsters.
uppity, but
Hipsters.
like
You
yeah.
got to have the mustache
Like
and
those-
the beard wax or the mustache wax.
Yeah, it's like those
Beard
guys
oil.
that go to business meetings now and they're like in their early 50s but still wear Vans skate shoes.
Oh,
And it's like,
okay.
that kind of look like, professional attire and they wear their Vans.
I've got a pair of Vans in my tank bag that are my shoes.
Yeah, you're a
so
hipster,
You
Neal.
look more legit
got a
than the
little
guys I'm talking about. But yeah, a little more elevated socially. They,
Yeah, no, I
pinky
think
out.
the
They drink with a pinky out.
distinguished gentleman. I think is a great. That's actually pretty
they're
nice stereotype.
They're IPA
right?
connoisseurs. Yeah.
Ooh,
So more hipster
Pretty
than
much.
stuck up.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're cool. They'll
Okay, what
bend
about
with you?
who is the typical Chinese bike rider? CF Moto.
It's hard to say because there aren't that many.
Liza aspires to be, but she's not quite there
I
yet.
think you got to be a little cheap.
I mean, a good friend of mine rode a Chinese scooter, and
okay. Well, so Chinese is
he
brand.
was English. He's from Manchester.
So I'm gonna boil down once again and say California Scooter Company CSC. That was one of the first companies that were making cheap kind of replica bikes and hawking them as like, oh, you can get a little GS, and it's like this little like 250 with full luggage and everything. And a lot of us were like, yeah, this is just Chinese bullshit. But there were some hardcore CSC riders who stood by it. And they're like, nope, I ride all over. I can get parts for it. Yeah, there's no dealers. There's no one wants to work on it. But there's the dealer sources. Parts are cheap. I can fix it all day. When the reg rec goes out, it's like $25. I've seen some, and these are the people who choose the lesser path and like will defend the weak. These are, they, what do you call it? The ones who
The knights.
Yes.
they're white knighting.
yes,
They're also very value
Yes.
conscious.
the white knighting. They're going to prove that this bike is indeed an awesome bike. So that's my experience with like that Chinese brand.
They got a chip on their shoulder because they're riding the Chinese. You're right.
The only person I know is Liza in like the Amigo. And you definitely have a chip on your shoulder.
She has the Benelli now, too.
I'm going to prove to you.
That thing's got good power.
Yeah.
I think it rips.
Okay, when I say a Moto Guzzi rider, who do you think about?
Henry.
Yeah, Henry.
I think a somewhat less snobby person than a Ducati rider. They're more down to earth. They enjoy they enjoy the physicality of the sensory things of the.
They like weird things.
Older.
Yeah.
And they like men to come up and talk to them at the gas station, ask them, what is that thing?
Yeah.
No, that's when you get
So it draws the it draws the dudes. Yeah. It's a dude magnet.
No, I think it's people who want something exotic, but not as common as a Ducati. They want something, that's what
a little different.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the affordable, like MV Agusta.
Yeah, it's refined.
You know?
I think it's still.
I don't know if a Moto Guzzi is refined.
I think it's the $2 chuck of the Italian bike world.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, it's very agricultural. That's for sure.
Yes.
That's what I've heard said about.
Well, since we're there, what about perhaps the most pretentious squids of all, Ducati riders?
Jigs are squids with money.
Yeah.
Ducati riders. I'm thinking of they wear a tracksuit.
Yes.
On the road.
Yep. Dainese everything.
Dainese, color matching.
Tinted face shield.
On a
or maybe even
helmet,
reflective.
Of course.
Or reflective and tinted.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I can't help but think of Ducati Dave.
And they're always skinny. You never see a fat Ducati rider. They're always skinny. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think. I've been a Ducati rider, but the stereotype, they think they're better than you, and they think that they're faster than you because they're on a Ducati. I'm just going to say it.
And they'll probably just ignore you if you're not riding a Ducati.
I mean, think about every Ducati guy you've seen up at Alice's. It's like, look at me. Ooh, I have a Ducati. I have cars.
They want to, I mean,
my friend who's an ultimate stoner, Crazy Eddie, he rides BMWs and Ducatis, and he's not that, but I get the appreciation for just the beautiful delicateness of a Ducati, and the way you can make it your own. Yeah, Bagel.
Well, didn't Hunter S. Thompson ride a Ducati?
I'm sure he rode everything.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he did, but I think he did.
I wouldn't pick him for Ducati.
If we're talking 60s, Ducatis had a whole different thing then.
Yeah. No, this was in his later years, I think.
I did not
know
that.
He had a Ducati sports bike, and he loved riding it.
Interesting.
From what I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one it was.
So a Panta era, maybe.
Then he shot it to death.
So
sure.
Let's get into the scooter world a little bit.
Oh.
What is the difference between, say, a Piaggio rider and a Vespa rider?
What is the
How
stereotype?
much time do we have?
I know. What is... I mean, I think for all of us, Bagel is the stereotype, right?
Sort of. But he rides Henkel. He rides all kinds of stuff.
No. Wait. Okay, hold on. I'm getting it. The stereotypical Vespa rider, I'm just going to say, they may have a wicker basket on their bike.
That's not
maybe.
Right? Right?
Didn't we just fix one a few weeks ago? Fix a basket onto it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We did it. Yeah.
I would say they tend to be a little bit more style conscious.
And I'm going to say they may or may not have bought matching bikes with their wife or partner.
That has happened.
Because they're cute.
Yeah. There was also somebody who bought a whole rainbow collection of Vespas. Because he wanted to have Vespas.
I'm going to say, and Raymond, I'm going to guess, because you also have a Vespa, you bought it because it's cute, right?
No.
Yes, you did.
No.
It's a beautiful sherbet orange.
No, actually, the color almost made me not buy it. No, I bought it because I love Vespas and iconic and super practical around town.
But what is the stereotypical Vespa rider to you?
I just see like sort of Italian wannabes that go ciao, ciao.
Lately I've seen a lot of, I'll just say fit, younger, not every age women, but I've seen a few women lately on them that look great, like almost like you're in Europe, just tootling around.
Well, I'm going to say that Vespas are like the Ducati of the scooter world. Because if you just want something,
yep.
I wouldn't go quite that far.
Oh,
Yes, Bagel,
yes, it is true.
It's
Because if you
fashionable,
just
but
want
practical.
something affordable and just to get around, you're going to get like a Japanese scooter or something.
Yeah, but they're. Ugh.
Or Chinese.
Yeah,
scooter.
but you're concerned about style and you're not concerned
style.
about
That's why
price.
you just did that.
That is Ducati owners. They want style and they'll pay the
bike.
price. Boom.
You know.
All right, you got another one?
What about Lambretta owners?
Oh God! What the,
Oh.
how many
well.
of those? 3?
Lambretta owners tend to be there's
Now we get to
there's a
hear
couple
from him. Let me tell you about them.
there's some different types. I mean, there are some very style conscious Lambretta owners who are very into the whole aesthetic and they dress the part of 60s dress and stuff just because they love
mods.
the look and the style. Yeah.
They do the mirror thing too.
Some people do, not everyone, but
I always
there are
thought that
people
was really
who are-
cool.
The 100 mirrors.
That qualifies
there-
as cool.
Right. There are some people who are into the mod thing specifically, but aside from that, there are some people who are just into mid-century stuff, like older style dress and 50s, 60s fashion, stuff like that, which isn't necessarily mod, but from the same era at least. And I'd noticed that there are quite a few Lambretta people who are very into that. But then there are also a subsection of Lambretta owners who are very into the performance aspect. And they're kind of more the scooter boy type who just are into the wrenching.
So they're like the
and
Gixxer Bros
tuning.
for scooters?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So would you say Vespa versus Lambretta riders tend to do more in terms of performance upgrades, that kind of
I
thing?
think there's some of each. I mean, there are Vespa riders, vintage Vespa more than modern, but who are into the whole tuning aspect and performance, racing, that kind of stuff. And so then there's always crossover to that people have Vespas and Lambrettas. So I think those are some basic stereotypes that you could point to.
So let's move into types of riding.
Oh, hold on. Can we throw out one more?
Sure, we can.
Honda.
Oh,
Yeah, we didn't.
They're
do
nice.
Honda.
You meet the nicest people on a
What
Honda.
is the stereotype of a Honda rider?
Common sense and pragmatic.
yes.
Anybody.
Engineer.
Yeah.
Could be anybody.
Anybody. Yep. Anybody. Yeah. I like Bagel's answer.
I'm going to say that people who are buying a Honda aren't buying it for image or for to be in a certain club or accepted by people. They're buying it because, it's practical, it's affordable, and it is reliable. Boom.
Yeah.
This is just a straight shooter. Yeah. They don't really care what other people think as much. They want something that's going to do the job. That's how I think of. So it could be anyone, but it's somebody who, Honda riders are going to have mismatched gear. They don't care. They don't care. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, they wear jeans a lot, and kind of they always have their boots kind of tucked in sometimes. It's very pragmatic.
Well, I mean, that's why I got my Hondas, I think. I didn't get a KTM. I got the Honda 450 for reliability, and it was practical and cheaper and all that stuff.
I grew up riding them, so
Yeah.
I've had.
So what is a characteristic of a
Surprises.
desert racer or desert rider?
Really good long range vision.
Well, see, a desert racer
Farsightedness.
desert racing is just like insanity.
Or more like a rider, like the stuff that we do.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Is that like two-stroke man, but then to a next level or something?
They tend to be a little wild.
Like a sense of adventure.
Sense of adventure. They like to do crazy things at night.
And they're willing to punish themselves
Yep.
with being uncomfortable.
What is it? A lot of type 2 fun? It sucks when you're doing it, but it's good the next day. Again, Bo, I think there's a lot of pragmatism, right? Because if something happens, you have to be prepared to deal with it because the consequences can be quite significant.
Self-sufficiency, yeah.
Yeah, and you have to you have to, I think, enjoy embracing the suck.
Yep.
Right? Like, wow, it's going to be windy as fuck for the next 48 hours. Okay, well, that's just part of the, quote, fun. But, it kind of, if you learn to embrace some of that, or, wow, I woke up and it's like, 18 degrees colder than it was supposed to be.
Right.
But that's part of the
Or
experience.
it's windy as
And I think as someone that, like, we do this stuff, I think that contrast is kind of what we feed off of. Because it's not, I mean, it'd be great if it was perfect every day. But then you don't talk about it. You talk about the crazy wackadoo stuff that happens. So I think that we enjoy a contrast and a risk-taking.
Mm-hmm. Let's just do a couple more, then we'll wrap this up.
Sure.
What else you got?
Who is your typical adventure bike rider?
Well,
what's the stereotype of that?
We did GA.
Recent AARP.
We did BMW.
Recent AARP member.
More soon to be or possible.
Lots of climb gear.
Yeah.
They have their Starbucks gift card or Starbucks credit card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very spotless bikes that have never seen dirt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the things, all the lights.
Okay,
and the hard cases.
Picking on the
yeah.
All right, last one. Goldwing. Who rides the Goldwing?
Oh.
Stereotype. All right. 65.
Yeah.
Right?
With a plush animal attached to the back seat.
And a half or three-quarter helmet.
Besides their partner?
Yeah.
Yeah, a half or three-quarter helmet and a passenger on back.
Cigarette in his mouth.
Probably.
Music.
Dunkin' Donuts and the coffee.
I have great respect for the Goldwing rider. I'll just say, because they made a decision to buy like a big, massive cruising bike.
850
not a Harley
motorcycle.
It's not a Harley. It's not like the quintessential cool bike, right? But it's so smart.
They
manufacture so many things.
They manufacture their own cool.
Yeah, you're like,
that's how cool.
If you're riding a Goldwing, you're like, I like motorcycles so much, I don't give a fuck what you think.
It's a two-wheeled RV.
I was about to say, it's the same people who buy a Winnebago and go to every national park.
Yeah.
But it's a smart way to do it. Like, if you're going to go cross country, it's a hard way to beat,
Raymond, how come you don't have a Goldwing yet?
Yeah, I could see that.
No.
He's not 65
hold
yet.
on. No. Why? What
big.
stereotype are you
too big.
avoiding?
Too big. It's a boat.
Said the GS
right.
on
Oh, it's way bigger. And,
so how big?
and
How much?
heavier than
How
the
much does
GS.
your GS weigh?
580 pounds.
Okay, so a Goldwing is
7.
about 200 pounds more than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Does your GS have a reverse gear? No.
What about a sidecar, like a Euro?
Oh, that's hipster.
No. Well, and actually, this will segue perfect. I have some news after this.
I just realized Ray's beard matches his scooter.
The sidecar rider is somebody who typically is not a biker. This is somebody who wants something weird, and maybe they have a dog they want to ride with. This is somebody who rides by themselves. That's why I say not a biker. They're not riding with group. They're not doing group rides. This is a solo thing. They want something weird. This is also the guy who might buy a Model T.
It's true.
Well, I was going to say, is the profile for Euro riders also the same people do historical reenactments?
Put a machine gun on it and wear your Nazi uniform and ride around.
Okay, I got one last
I did not
one.
see that coming.
One last one. What is the profile of a Nikon rider?
Oh God. There's only like
definitely
5
swimming
of them
upstream
in the world
there.
anyway.
It's not a motorcycle, so it's hard to really say.
It's somebody who thought he was getting a bike that didn't need the side stand and then realized that
it's someone with ADD who just needs something new.
Right?
So, Bagel, go ahead.
I was going to say it's the same person who buys that top of the line brand new phone on the day that it's released.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say,
Everybody's
jumping on Liza.
I'm a little bit crushed because when I bought the Nikon, I found one in Arizona and they were going around 10 grand, 11 grand. There's one for sale in San Jose, 30 minutes from here for $8,000 right now.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Same color, same mileage. I'm like, fudge. Somebody should get it. Thank you, John, for introducing that game. I wanted to go back a second to the sidecar rider because I have an announcement to make.
You're putting a sidecar on your Nikon.
No.
It'll make it a car. It'll have 4 wheels.
Yeah. How many wheels is that?
That would be horrible.
Hey, Liza, I'm gonna take off.
Okay.
I'm gonna bound. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Yep.
Did you?
Oops.
So, so my news is I will be starting a new job. And it's just part-time. It's just part-time. It's not like a jobby job. Oh, Jim, you're knocking everything over. But I got a job with Sidecar Tours.
These guys? Oh,
What?
Yes.
Oh, Jerome? Jerome is the owner. Is a French guy.
Oh, the guy down in SoCal?
Oh no, he's in San Francisco, but he. Yeah, I know that guy too.
So, Sidecar Tours is a company that started down in, I think, like Temecula or something, down in like the wine area, Southern California, and they take Urals and they've got these custom sidecars for the Urals that are a 2-seater, one in front of the other, and they offer tours, like wine tours, beer tours, stuff like that. And they came up to Santa Cruz a couple of years ago, I think, even though I haven't seen them that much.
I haven't seen them at all, but I shot them an email with some interest in possibly doing it. And at the time they weren't.
Yeah. So, I went down for the strangest interview I've ever done. I went down thinking that they're going to ask me a lot about my riding experience or my tour experience or how familiar I am with wines, because you take people around like wineries. And instead, he said, all right, hey, hi there. All right, follow me. What? Okay. I got back on my Triumph, followed him up into, this is down at Corralitos, right? Yeah. We went up like Pleasant Valley Road or something, one of those roads down there, and then turned onto a dirt road, went through a farm, through the houses, around to the back, to a backyard where they keep construction equipment and storage containers. And he goes, okay, we're here. And I'm like, where, what's happening? And he opens up the storage container and he pulls out a Ural and he goes, all right, let's see if you can ride it. This is my job interview. I'm like, okay.
Have you
ever ridden one?
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever ridden a sidecar before?
I've ridden a sidecar before. I haven't ridden a Ural before.
Yeah, okay.
So he's like, all right, here's how you put it in reverse. Here's how you put it in forward, the gears. It's very clunky. You have to sit there and like pound on the shifter. And
the very best 1930s German technology.
And the shifter is like a heel toe thing for reverse and forward.
Older.
To go into reverse or forward.
Oh, reverse, usually there's a...
No, this one has kick it with your foot. Oh. And so I'm just sitting there, okay, yeah, okay. I'm like, okay, I got it. And I just started kind of doing little donuts and riding around the construction equipment. He goes, okay, well, let's head out. Whoa.
Did you fly the chair?
So we head out on the road, and I'm following him, and he's on his Harley, and I'm just driving this thing. Now, here's the thing. I've just ridden him around a little bit, but not a lot. And it was terrifying.
I bet.
Terrifying. Yes. Because the road we're going down is like a farm road that's really uneven, pitched to one side with divots and dents in the road. And that sidecar is just banging around, wants to go everywhere.
Especially no weight in it, right?
And so I finally figured out, ride it like a Bronco. Like, let it go wherever it's going to go. And I just keep my head straight up. Really like a dirt bike, right? And we ride up the road a bit. We get to the entrance to a winery. We turn around. We go back. It goes, okay, seems good. Let's get you going.
Wow.
That's it.
Hired you on the spot.
Yep. That's it.
What was his name?
Ed
Sanford.
Yeah, it's the same person that I correspond with.
Oh, yeah. I can hook you up. So they don't have that many tours going right now, and there's a bunch of drivers, and so they post up when there's a tour, and you just say if you want to take it or not.
Right.
But it's kind of a cool thing. And I wouldn't mind just playing around. Yeah, Bagel?
Now I got to ask: is this like a tour where there are riders who take the drunk people around in the sidecars to different wineries, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And so that's why it's over in like Watsonville. There's all these different wineries there. And I said, oh, okay. Well, just full disclosure. I've never had a glass of wine in my life.
So even better.
I don't drink wine.
You're perfect.
He's like, okay, well, we also have a brewery tour. I'm like, I don't drink beer either. Just so you know.
Well, at least you'll be a sober rider.
I know. I'm happy to drive people around, but don't ask me for which is good one. I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, huh, okay, well.
So how do they?
Yeah.
Is it just one person you're riding around, or is it?
No, there's two. It's usually a couple.
It's a tandem.
It's a tandem.
Hack is what she was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a tandem one.
Yeah, it's a
Which makes
two-seater.
it harder.
Oh, wow.
But there's also a tour that comes downtown, and it goes to rent to the lighthouse and stuff. And I said, well, that's kind of my real wheelhouse, because I know where all like the movie locations are and history stuff and cool murals and
I think
that
it'd be an awesome tour guide.
And so he said I could actually work on kind of developing my own tour, and they could just post that up. And if people sign up for it, then I could get that. So I thought it was pretty cool. The only thing that that I'm a little taken aback with is the dress code.
Oh,
you have to provide your own half helmet and suit and that kind
I
of
have
thing.
to wear a suit with a button-down shirt and a tie.
Yeah.
I have to dress like a hipster. Or you can be like a vest and a bow tie.
Exactly.
But it has to be a white button-down shirt. No motorcycle gear.
oh,
Ooh.
I mean, you can wear jeans and, you know,
Still.
you can wear boots.
So like a pudding pot helmet.
Gloves, I assume.
Yeah. But no motorcycle jacket, which I thought was interesting.
I think the vest is the right, and the bow tie is the right jam for you.
I went to the thrift store and I bought some clothes.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I got the mustache wax on order. Unfortunately, no one's going to be able to see where I use it.
Depends on the tour, I guess.
Well,
But just know it's all dressed up down there. So yeah, motorcycle sidecar tours. It's a thing. So I'm going to try it out.
let us know how it goes.
Yeah. And I just wanted to kind of like promote them, and we'll see how it goes.
I do drink wine. I do drink beer. I know a little bit about wine.
I see.
Well, there's that.
Moving in on your territory.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a cool thing. Oh, well, the other cool thing is I said, hey, I never really see them. I think they're staying up in the mountains, and the wine tour is the bigger one. So we're not seeing them down here where all the tourists are.
Yeah.
I said, hey, if you want, I'll take a bike for a day. Just bring it down here, and I can ride around West Cliff, and I can go past the boardwalk, and I can go up to the lighthouse, and we can have a thing on the side that says, motorcyclesidecartours.com, book a tour. And he's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, oh, shit, that's kind of cool.
Nice.
Well, I mean, he lives Midtown, so
No.
at Sanford. If it's the same guy, I remember he used to have the same mural I did, and so I knew him from just the Facebook page, but it could be a different guy.
All right.
And there's another guy in San Francisco. It's called Jerome. He's a French guy who does sidecar tours by us. And he's always looking for drivers as well.
Yeah.
So
my back and forth with him is I called it a hack.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, I've never heard that term."
What?
Well, yeah, sidecars are hacks,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
It's a hackney, right?
I know that.
Yeah. So anyway, that
maybe
was my
same
interaction
person,
with that plane.
Well, and the thing was funny when I did the little drove it around and we came back, he goes, wow, you're a natural at this. I'm like, or I just have a lot of experience riding.
Well, I mean, sidecars
you
are
have that
completely
Nikon,
different.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically.
it's basically the same thing, right?
Basically, I know.
The little business about you don't countersteer on a sidecar.
No countersteering.
It's
So
just
that's completely weird.
You know what though? I can't imagine taking that thing on the freeway. Did you ever take yours on the freeway? Oh my gosh.
You can't go more than 65 miles.
I
That's
cannot
like the top
imagine taking that on the freeway.
Did you like yours?
speed. I loved mine, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we should do Oppie tours.
Ape? What, somebody's going to sit on your lap?
Like rickshaw tours?
Well, no, there's seats in the back and right around the front.
Like the
Oppies.
rickshaw.
Yeah.
Well, if you can find them, that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, we need to find that Hayabusa one.
But you should, Liza, just as a word of caution, you should practice lifting the chair, so you know what it feels like when it happens.
All right, Neal.
How to control it.
In case you haven't done it before.
Do stand up, you said?
No, when the chair comes up, when you
Right.
right turn.
Then I know you got to turn the other way.
Flying the
I can see 2 Apes in the motorcycle collection up there on the shelf next to the red Ducati.
Oh yeah,
Am I
right there.
Nope.
Oh wait, you talking about the corgi?
No. Do you see? No.
Go up.
Up.
Underneath the motorcycle helmet ornaments. Do you see them? The rickshaws? None of you are looking. Raymond, do you see the motorcycle helmet?
Can't see from here.
Okay.
Yeah, I see them.
They're there.
My neck
we can
don't
see
bend
them.
that
There's
far.
two. I always play the game when somebody mentions a bike. I'm like, I have one. Where is it? Okay, I wanted to I got a couple really cool emails, so I wanted to get to them. Hey, John, you want to do yours first? Because this is your good friend.
That's my boy. Hey, Misfits. The young whippersnapper Joe, otherwise known as Puppy here. Hi, Puppy. It's been a while since I said hello, so I figured I'd write some of my favorite people on two wheels. A little life update on me. I've moved my entire life to the mountainous west of Colorado.
Oh, he was in Atlanta, right?
He was, yeah. Which means I'm now only half a country away from y'all as I was on the East Coast. If moving cross country wasn't enough, I've adopted 2 cats with pictures and moved in with my girlfriend, whom Emma met in Germany.
Cool.
First time I read this, I read it with my girlfriend, Emma, who I met in Germany. I'm like, oh, okay. Love springs forward in Germany. Why not try to do all at once, right? I have a bike stable update. I recently acquired a little-known gentleman's Hayabusa, a 2013 Honda VFR 1200F.
Oh,
I picked it up for an absolute steal, considering it also came with relatively low miles and full luggage for the special lady, grocery runs at 110 and commuting. I love the bike, but definitely need to point out that when considering a 10-year-old plus bike, make sure you look at parts availability. It was a pain in the butt to find suspension components for this thing, as the suspension, especially two-up with hiking gear, leaves a lot to be desired. That's my tech tip for listeners.
So is this the VFR he's talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gentleman's Hayabusa.
Right.
A Viffer.
Now, on to my question for y'all. I have a hard time keeping the ignition and luggage keys for the new bike from scratching the tops of my triples.
Yes.
What do you all do for that situation? I thought about using clear bra heli tape, but was wondering maybe if there's more an elaborate solution to scratch triples.
Just don't carry a keychain. Just use the single key with a little fob on it, so you don't have the.
Well, I only use the rubber keychains.
Yeah.
Much love from Puppy from Colorado. P.S. Bagel, I really love the influence you've had on Stumpy regarding those more recent two-wheel choices. I may have to follow suit in a few more months.
Cool.
I want to be Bagel
Excellent.
when I grow up. So, yeah, I keep all my keys separate for the motorcycles, so there's only one key.
Yeah.
Well, but he has obviously 2 keys, one for the engine and one for the luggage. So what I used to do when I had the same situation, I would pretty much like zip tie them to each other tightly, so they're sticking opposite to each other and they don't move. And then I just use the engine key, and this way there's no flopping.
You also got those little plastic covers you can put on your keys.
Yeah, I've seen. Well, I've seen that clear plastic that you cut and put over
3M film.
your triple.
Yeah.
But
Puppy, it's a 13-year-old bike.
yeah,
Let's not stress too much here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Put something adhesive on there; it'll take care of it. All right. So I have, this is a funny one. This is from Mary, and she says,
Hey, Mary.
Am I a misfit?
No.
You wrote us, so probably.
Ray. She says, hello from Pensacola, Florida. Huzzah! Where have y'all motherfuckers been all my life?
Huh.
Well, to be honest, at 56, I have only just started my motorcycle adventure,
Yeah, right
so
on.
that's on me.
Yay.
Love the podcast, the chrome camaraderie you guys share, the humor, including toilet, and the intelligence and knowledge in your group of misfits is phenomenal. Yes, I am a 56-year-old chunky lesbian, and I have just purchased my first motorcycle in May. It's a running 1969 Honda CB350.
Oh, right on.
Sweet.
That's great.
Cool.
Nice bike.
It has been in a barn for years. How long, I don't know. It was in great shape until I dropped it off the truck, unloading it as noobs do.
Oh, no.
How many times have we heard that?
Oh, yeah.
I dented the damn perfect tank and broke the lighting switch, brake handle housing thingy. It's now in my garage, and I'm working on getting it cleaned up, looking good, and running safely. I have learned a bit since buying it, but I am not that familiar with motorcycles and engines. I am good with tools, love tinkering, and have access to NoobTube.
Yeah.
I have a juiced Scorpion e-bike, and I ride it around the neighborhood yelling, "Fat woman on a little bike!" But I've never ridden a real motorcycle. That's exactly what Raymond says. When
He does. He yelled that all the way across Pakistan.
I know.
Get out of the way.
I will be taking the MSF Basic Riders course to get my endorsement of the fall when the weather is cooler. So my plan for making it safe is the obvious. New chain, tires, brake pads, bearings and seals, cables, and cleaning the carbs. I know a little about electrical and wiring, so checking that will at least be familiar. Oh, and new mufflers for sure, because these suck.
Why? Just get snuffer nuts.
Might have to
Anywho,
clean the tank.
Yeah.
do y'all have any
Full of
advice
rust.
on other things I should be checking and or replacing? Thanks, guys. Love y'all.
Tires to start out
I
with.
think
Tires,
that
yeah.
era bike has CV carbs. So just full
So
rebuild kit on those things. Anything rubber, replace it.
anything rubber.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
all the rubber
means
things.
fuel lines.
Fuel lines.
That means carb
the diaphragm that's in it.
diaphragms in the carbs, but also carb boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means fork seals.
Yep.
That means
Well, you want to change the fork oil, obviously, too.
Yeah.
everything rubber
Yep.
at this point
Yeah.
is gone bad.
The shocks may be questionable at this point. They probably have, bind up.
Can you find
new
parts
shocks.
for this age motorcycle?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
CB350, there's a
they made those
bunch of them.
years and years and years and years, and that engine is bulletproof, and it's super easy to adjust the valves on it. It's got that torsion spring thing, eccentric adjuster. It's really easy to maintain it.
You said new chain. You may want to get the new sprockets at the same time. I'm going to say on a bike like this, check the spokes.
Yeah, spokes
Take
are
take a wrench or a screwdriver
ding ding ding
and go ding ding ding
ding.
dong, and that's the bad spoke.
Yeah.
So get yourself a spoke wrench because it probably needs to be tightened or trued exactly.
And while you got the tires apart and got the tires off the rims, take a look for rust
Yep.
and see what condition they are.
Yeah.
You may want to decide to get them re-chromed. Well, you got to take it apart and put fresh spokes on it. So
Yeah.
cush drive, that's another rubber piece that goes in the back. That's probably shot,
Yeah.
turned into dust.
Some other seals people miss. Oh, greasy and everything.
Triple tree. Grease, triple tree.
Swing
Triple
arm,
tree.
yeah.
The rear swing arm.
Yep.
Yeah. Swing arm
Grease it
and steering head bearings for sure.
And on a 69, this isn't a 6-volt, is it? Is this a 12-volt?
It'd be 12 volt.
All right, so you don't have to worry about the lights, the bulbs, or anything.
So if it's similar to the scrambler that Scotty's working on, it's probably a single phase coil. So if you're looking to upgrade the electronics on it, make sure you understand what's going on with that. You can't use a normal 3-phase type of regulator. It needs to be a single phase. Just trying to think.
Oh, air filter.
Air filter. You may consider upgrading the ignition to an electronic one.
Jeez, poor thing.
Because it has points.
Because it has points.
Right.
So there are aftermarket upgrade kits that you can get for that. So charliesplace.com has point sets for these various bikes. They're not cheap, but they work. That's what Scotty's using on his bike. Scotty's bike is a 64 CL72. So kind of a lot of similar things you're looking at for an old Honda.
So there you go. There's a lot to do. But speaking of Scotty.
Yeah, is she gone? Is she gone to...
So I wanted to talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
I looked up where Scotty's gone off to. And this is crazy.
I know.
Scotty is
nuts.
crazy.
This is crazy. Bagel, do you know where Scotty is?
No idea.
Mongolia.
Okay. Apparently, there's a thing. The website is called adventurists.com.
I've heard of it.
And these are people doing adventure tours on monkey bikes.
Yes.
But in fact, I don't think they're no longer riding monkey bikes. They make their own bikes now, these 90cc bikes that they make
Really?
for these tours.
Gee.
Huh.
Yeah. So they offer tours in Peru and it's called the Andean Nuts and Jungly Bolts.
Wow.
Andean Nuts and Jungly Bolts.
As opposed to jangly.
They've got Peru, they've got Mongolia, they've got the USA, they've got all these crazy things. But I was looking it up. So it costs like £1,500. So what, like $2,000. $1,800?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like a 9-day tour. But it doesn't seem to include lodging.
No,
Nothing. It doesn't include anything.
What it is you get
Yep.
you get a bike
And a map.
and a map and a toolkit and a lesson on how to maintain and fix the bike. And
Wow.
a party that send you off and a party when you return.
That's it. Yep.
Wow.
And they send you off in the jungles in Peru, or in Mongolia. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Wow.
So
it's
is
so
she in
Scotty
Peru
where-
right now? Is that where she's at?
Yeah.
Is that kind of the similar route that you took when you did your Peru tour?
No, she's in Mongolia, not in Peru.
She's going to Mongolia, but I was looking at the one in Peru. We traveled a lot longer distance on the Bullet 500s, but it kind of starts in the jungle and ends in Cusco, which is kind of a big city there.
Okay, so she's in Mongolia.
She's
right
in
now.
Mongolia.
Oh wow.
Let me see if I can.
She brought like all the camping equipment and everything.
Yeah. Which I don't know how she's going to fit on a 90, but
I don't know.
Ultralight backpack. That's the way, I
you
think.
get no support.
But they've done so much bicycle touring. So I'm sure she's got that dialed in.
yeah.
Scotty's crazy. Careful when you ride with Scotty.
I heard the story. Yes.
I have heard them too.
I'm trying to see the Mongolia. I love all their taglines. This one says "Motoring stupidity on a global scale."
That sounds
they are brutally
like Made
honest.
of Awesome right there.
So what she's doing? This is the greatest motoring adventure on the planet. This is 10,000 miles. What? No. Of chaos across mountains, deserts, and roads, ranging from bad to not a road in a tiny car you bought from a scrapyard. There's no backup. There's no set route. There's no guarantee you'll make it to the end. It's just you, your rolling turd, and a planet Earth-sized bucket of adventure.
So 10,000 miles or kilometers? Not that it matters that much, but
It says miles.
She's going to go 10,000 miles?
Well, this is called
that's
the
in the car,
Mongol
though.
Rally.
That's in the car.
wow.
Wow.
So, wait, that's in a car. Sorry.
Oh.
That's still a long way.
But look at it. This car is an old Fiat with a British telephone booth on top of it.
I don't think that's a Fiat. That's probably a Lada.
Oh, even worse.
Or no, a Mini. It's a Mini.
It's a mini.
Oh my
Mini.
God, that's the Rally. Oh my gosh. There's so much to unpack here, but this is crazy.
What's the website again?
Oh, here, I found the Monkey Run. Adventurists.com. Monkey Run Mongolia. I found it. The details. Well, here it is. The latest monkey run with the gigantic hairy monkey adventure nuts. This is the Monkey Run Mongolia. Mongolia is big, really fucking big.
Yeah.
And driving through it is brain-squashingly awesome. Thousands of miles of endless horizons, mountains, dirt roads, nomads, deserts, and step all collide in a sort of adventuristic spaff. So riding through it on a motorbike designed for children is quite simply resplendent. I love the way they describe everything.
Yeah.
So to give you a taste of it, there was a Grand Tour episode where they did a Mongolia tour.
Yeah.
And one of the places they went through, one of their destinations was a town called Moron.
So, if you're
Liza, I'm not finding that website. Could you give that one more time?
Theadventurist.com.
The Adventurists.
Oh, the Adventurist.
So all
Sorry.
one word.
.com.
It's Adventurists.
Oh, sorry. Theadventurist.com.
BENTURISTS. Yeah.
Okay.
See if that
Gotcha.
works.
Yeah, I see it now.
It's pretty crazy. I think everyone in this room is dumb enough to want to do this too. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They do the rickshaw run.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
would be
I
cool.
can't wait for her to get back and tell us the story.
Yeah, I guess she's going to have no signal or any way to communicate during the trip.
Well, in the meantime, guys, we're about to get real busy.
So the opening page is what looks like a mini of some kind fording the stream, and it's all the way up to the belt line of the car.
That's the Mongol Rally, which is the car rally.
Right.
Yeah, you go to adventures and then motorcycles. So guys, we got
Monkey Run. There it is.
We got July coming up. We've got
July's nuts.
Moto America. We've got Arma and the Vampires Rally on the same weekend. And then we got Vintage Motorcycle Days.
Is it the Vampires on VMD dates?
No.
Oh, I think that's what they told me.
Yeah, and then we got VMD. So lots coming up in the next few weeks. We're going to be busy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Bagel, try not to buy anything.
Ready.
Hey Bagel, can you get that rickshaw done?
I can't. I would like to. I believe me. I wish I had more time.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up on this. I wanted to make the announcement. We got T-shirts for sale with the awesome unnamed cool-looking rider on it. Maybe you've seen these shirts.
Might or might not be hard to watch.
About the epitome of cool. That's all I'm going to say.
Unnamed.
Oh, you like that?
Unnamed.
My favorite.
Rider of on Husqvarna, I might add.
The epitome of cool. That's all you need to know. Yep. They're for sale. You can go to motorcyclesandmisfits.com and click on shop. And I have sizes, I think, small to 2XL right now.
I might need another one.
Oh, you like that one? You need it for a rag?
No. Because all the other ones have that press-on thing, that sort of plasticky feel, which I hate. But these are very
and
nice.
It's a nice, soft shirt.
Yeah, it's nice and soft. I love it.
Aw, well, thank you. So you can also find out more about where we're going, what we're doing at motorcyclesandmisfits.com. But also, you can send us an email. John, where can they email us?
Phil at clevelandmoto.com.
No, that's for your complaints. And we don't want to piss Phil off right now because he's our host at Vintage Days.
Yes, he is. Sorry, Phil.
So we love Phil.
Recyclegarage at gmail.com.
Nope, that's not it either.
Oh, sorry.
motorcyclesandmisfits@gmail.com.
There it is.
Okay, close enough.
So go to motorcyclesandmisfits@gmail.com. We want to hear from you, especially if you can think of anything we forgot on our list of motorcycle things you can buy at the automotive store. Can you buy tubes there?
Sometimes they have bicycle tubes, but not for motorcycles.
I don't think bicycle tubes either.
Can you buy the little bell for your handlebars
The
there?
the gremlin bells. Maybe you can buy gremlin bells.
No, not in automotive shops.
I'm sure there's something we're missing. So please,
so I need to get a little tree, and I'm going to show up next week with that little tree on my
stupid tree. Oh my God! So big thanks to
you find one in every car.
Big thanks to all of our Patreon subscribers. You guys are the best. I hope you enjoyed. Last week we had 2 episodes. We had the Bike Riders special. So if you haven't heard that, make sure you go back and find that, and go check out the movie. There's a lot to unpack there. I think we're ready to get out of here. Big thanks to everyone. I appreciate you. Time to get out of here. This is Liza.
Stumpy John.
Neal.
Ray.
Bagel.
And we are out of here.
Cool.